Jim Cornette production.
He's got a tennis racket.
Oh, Wimbledon champion, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Cornet.
Oh, evil music.
Dom,
Communism.
dom, dom, dom.
Dom.
Communists are everywhere.
Communism.
There's one behind you.
Citadel of Russian communism.
Here we have the centre of communism,
Russia, we might say
and all the
it's a country to be
communists.
studied.
Evil.
Study other nations
There
of
are
the world.
two.
Beautiful
Yet we
architecture,
know
but
that
evil.
Russia today is
Even the
regarded as
little
a great
girls
threat
march
to
in
our
unison.
nation, to our freedom, to the peace of the world.
Look how unfree they
Why
are.
so?
Look
What
how
makes it a
unfree. This is all
Looking
orchestrated.
closer, we see a clue.
Big.
Public display of giant portraits of communist leaders.
Oh,
Whereas the
there's,
Americans just carve them
These
onto
leaders, by their
mountains.
actions,
yeah, there's
caused
never
the
any
world to
display of
stand
Big
up.
heads make
In
communists.
Russia, you see the reason why so many nations are building up
communists
their
have
defense.
armies, and leaders and paintings.
Unlike
Here
anyone
in
else.
Russia, you see the
Communists
reason why
make
we are
weapons.
spending
It's a
billions of
Camberwell
dollars in
carrot.
defense production.
Communists make
While your
tanks.
family is paying the
That tank's
highest
not
taxes
going
in
to
our
save
He
history.
wasn't
Just
roasting
absolute.
down. How
I like that.
embarrassing.
You're
Leaders
paying
of
all of the
their
tank
only
commanders for
concern
that.
is the
You're
defense
paying
of their
higher
own
taxes
nation.
because communists are making
Is it
weapons.
That's going to be hell when he takes pictures of his suit.
World
Taking,
He's gonna
conquest.
flare
taking his
up.
heart rate.
Get your hand out of your
Riddle
shirt.
me this!
A question communism.
No, it's a
Ever
simple,
hear
not a
of Karl
question.
Marx?
No,
In his mind,
No.
communism was born more than 100 years ago.
it was
In
a,
his
it
mind,
was a
and no one
dangerous
else's.
delivery because he had
Saw
no
men
job.
as divided
This
into
was the
two
worst
classes,
picture we found of him.
workers and capitalists.
We tried
hang
to
on.
find a picture of him that looks
In the
sufficiently
communist
evil.
manifesto,
It was
we
Santa
called
who
upon
thought
the
that.
workers, the proletarians, to rise up and overthrow their
Great
capitalistic
Books
masters.
Foundation. A
He
healthy
cried,
self-image they have.
The proletarians have nothing to lose but their chains. They have a world to win.
Or blah, 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 blah,
Working men
blah.
of all countries, unite.
That's right.
This
In a
was the
group of
promise
nations.
and the
Unemployed men,
challenge of
piss off.
communism.
Only working
In
men.
Russia, the Tsar was the
Women
government.
stay at home and bake.
To support the wealthy aristocracy, millions of peasants toiled in virtual slavery.
Russia sounds cool.
The Cossacks, dreaded police of the Tsar, enforced
I
tyrannical
like
laws.
the fact that in Russia
Here
everyone
was
has
fertile ground for
fantastic
the ideas of
moustaches.
communism.
Well, the fact everyone was
Here
speeded
indeed.
up.
You see,
people
under
have
Tsar's rule,
Wait,
Hey!
under Tsar's
In
rule, everyone was poor.
1914, the Tsar sent his
Now
troops into the
everyone is
war
still
that swept
poor.
Europe.
They all have a
For
crook in
more
their
than
neck.
2 years they
the
fought.
Russian first
While at
infantry.
home,
Yeah, I
people
can't even
suffering
speak.
shortages.
Infantry.
Brought about
The Russian versus
despotism and
infantry.
corruption of the imperial government.
Food,
The
biscuits.
people grew rebellious.
They have
Only
bread
a
at their
strong
children's
army could
parties. That
sustain
makes
the
them
Tsar in power.
communists.
Communists
But
have
revolution
horses,
was preached
and
on the
boats.
battlefield too, to an army broken with corruption.
Well,
Why
this
is
could
he
be
wearing a
anything.
fluffy
The
hat? I
Russian
don't
army
want to stop.
surrendered. And with the defeated army returning under the banners of revolution, the imperial government fell. Revolution reigned. The
Revolution.
chains were broken, and in violence was born the government of the
Okay, this isn't
proletariat.
strictly speaking documentary.
Government of the proletarians.
But a government needs leaders.
Leaders who
heard
abuse
of
their
Nikolai
power
Lenin?
and suffocate the
He
poor.
was Russia's
He was the
premier
first leader
magician.
of the
You may like it or you may not.
He spoke in vast words.
Proletariat.
Just
like
but a few
Okay.
years.
Flash Gordon's
Out of
alive!
the vicious struggle for power that followed his death,
Gordon's
Joseph Stalin
You
emerged
what?
undisputed leader.
You looking at my
Here
bird?
was a new face, but in the background was an old one.
It's Santa
Karl
again.
Marx.
Santa. Evil Santa.
Ho ho ho! Working men, ho ho ho! See what I have in my sack.
Working men of all countries unite, or you'll get coal in your stocking.
Unite into one giant Superman.
Wow! Look at that tash.
It's great, isn't it?
Only bigger and it would collapse and form a black hole.
Communism was on the march.
I'm learning nothing about communism, but a lot about facial hair.
Well, that is communism.
Communism is facial hair.
More do you need to know?
Facial hair is communism.
Facial hair, communism.
Communist facial hair.
Shake hands with danger.
Shake hands with commies.
It's a very slow car chase.
Turn your
Everything
wheat.
belongs to the state.
The
The individual has little right to own property or to plan his own life.
Which is so different from capitalism.
Have you seen house prices in London?
Whereas we believe, and our religions teach, that the individual is all important,
No, they don't.
Yeah.
It teaches that God's all
religion
important.
teach that?
I can't remember what. As if God's sitting
God-
up there going, no, don't worry about me.
We have
Don't worry,
14-year-old
no,
girls
get on with your own
working.
life.
Do what you like.
Don't worry about me.
Worship.
No, I don't.
Shoulders, knees and toes, knees and
Oh, it's a
toes.
nice plant.
And the children are taught to
Communists
accept
use
communism
shrubbery.
and their fate without question.
Against a lot of the states in the south of the US,
Kremlin
where,
runs all
of course,
elections.
they're allowed to make a choice in their religion.
Yes.
Yeah. Have ours or
That
die.
much
If
famed
anyone
separation
dares
of
to
church and
disagree,
state.
given a speedy trial without benefit of jury.
I'm sorry.
Such traitors
Speedy
may be
trial.
immediately
You're
Immediately
guilty.
sent to
Or sent
Cuba
off
in
to
Guantanamo Bay, where they. Oh no, sorry, that's not communism, is it?
My
proletariat
hand's
have
stuck.
nothing to but their
I think
chains.
you're getting mixed up there.
I am
Chris.
have a
getting
world
mixed up.
to
Hold
win.
on. I'm very confused as to what's the difference between communism and capitalism.
Although the people of
You're
Russia
confused
gained
between
little,
communism and
The
the federal state
moustaches.
of America.
rulers gained mightily in
Moustaches.
power. They built
It's the
up a
moustaches,
giant
you
war
got it.
machine, looking forward
George
to the
W.
day
Bush,
when their
no
flag
moustache.
would fly
Lenin,
over the entire
big
world.
moustache.
Ah.
In fact, that's
Communist.
The
Sickle,
rise of
big
Nazi
moustache.
Germany. Another power
Communists
bent on world
hide behind
We
conquest.
know the
Moustaches.
communists actually defeated the Nazis, but let's
The
make
two
them the
nations
same.
joined forces.
We'll just skip through the next 5 years of World War II.
Yes.
Because it kind of steps on our point.
Other neighboring
Yes.
Yes, because
Oi!
learned that the communists
They're going too
were
fast, slow
the
down!
world
Shake
revolution.
hands with tanks.
Get off!
Ow! Ow!
They
Ow!
aggression to extend their power.
Dave.
After the
Aussies
Nazis turned
invade
on their
Russia.
former allies, we supplied Russia with immense quantities of military equipment.
And then turned our
to wage
weapons
war
upon them.
against our
Tanks.
Where have we heard that before?
And how did Russia
I
come out
don't
of the
know
war?
what you mean.
Faster than a
it's-
speeding
In
man.
It's almost as if it's the
1917,
same thing.
At the time of the revolution,
But Russia, it's the
was
whole
already a
world.
land of vast area. Soon after the end of World War II, Russia had occupied many new territories,
What?
bringing additional millions of
What,
people
like
under
China,
communist
for instance,
control.
which
What?
they
So
don't.
was China
Bearing
part
notice
of
that
Russia?
Soviet Russia
And all of
was now a
India.
world power to be reckoned with.
Well, India's down there. It's just a hideously wrong shape.
United with Russia in war, we strove to preserve that unity and peace.
Hi there.
I've seen this video
organized the
before,
United
and
Nations.
it always looks like a bunch of old
Nations of the
people
world
sitting on a
have
patio.
cooperate in
How
fostering
old are
world
you?
I'm confused. When
I'm
did Russia have
84, you know.
occupy the entire Asia?
Andrei Gromyko signed for Russia.
That must have been like a week last
But in
Thursday.
the first post-war Italian elections, the communists created disorder in an attempt to gain control of the
Hey,
government. Once more, the world was reminded
of Santa.
basic in the idea of
Let's look at
communism,
the,
plan
Have you been a
for
good
revolution,
little boy and girl?
and that
Look at
Russian
the evil.
Oh,
communism
doesn't matter.
was beyond that plan to achieve world
You're a
peace.
member of the proletariat.
So the nun says, where's the soap?
Oh.
Communist aggression has incited rebellion against established government.
And the Australians.
We surrender. Please don't
Communist
shoot us.
aggression
And
has
they were
permitted
shot.
strikes against essential industries in attempts to discredit the free government.
Oh dear.
In Iran, the communists have incited rioting and deplete
Communists do
hatred and
everything.
distrust of the Western nations.
Communists ate my baby.
Oh, much against to what the Western nations actually did to Iran.
Yes.
See, that might have something to do
Nation's
with
a
it.
friend
The
to Iran.
communists have established their own puppet government.
Yeah.
In Korea,
Just puppets. It's
communist
like you've got
aggression has come into
Orville
actual
and Lord
combat
Charles and
with forces of the United Nations.
Korea against
And with
UN.
the most deadly of all weapons available
Russia
to the
has a
Russians,
bomb, just one.
no peoples in the world
they have
can
a
feel
bomb.
secure against
It's a
Really
small
big
one
one.
that blows up toilets.
It's a cherry bomb.
How are we meeting this challenge?
Well, made
Well,
this
we're
video.
Having bake
Yes,
sales
one
and
way is
we're
by helping
pouring
the
out
free
propaganda
world
all
fight
over the place.
starvation, poverty and suffering. Conditions that pave the way.
We're
for
hugging
Have,
each
have you
other.
noticed how all the things that the Russians were doing that was
We're
so
also
evil for
supplying
war
equipment
production are
to
exactly the
countries
same
to
as
develop their
what
own
America's
resources.
doing for peace?
Raise
But
the
they're
living
smiling
standard.
more and there's less facial hair.
Another way we are meeting the challenge is by military alliance.
By
with
fitting
some
too
of the
many
other
people
free
into a
nations
room.
for mutual aid in opposing
Now get it out of my
direct
way!
communist aggression.
So basically
That's it,
America's
you're my
handing
lap.
out money
And
to
we are
states that
building up
can't
our
afford
own
to do
military
anything else,
defense.
such as Great
Why
Britain.
such great men as Joe McCarthy.
To these preparations,
Joe McCarthy is our single man warring against communism in Hollywood.
in the United Nations, we are continually seeking a workable plan
This is a model.
for living in peace with communist
That's a
Russia.
door.
We
tree.
want peace.
We're all very quiet.
But we do not want this.
Ow!
You don't want
We
doors.
believe in freedom.
You don't want doors closed.
Born of the conviction that every person is a child of God and is therefore of supreme worth.
Unless you're an atheist.
If you're an
I'm
atheist
feeling a
or
definite separation between
Buddhist.
church and state. in this
Yes.
video.
Everyone.
Harry Krishna or
God hates
We want
communists.
We're fighting communism because Jesus loves you.
don't be communist.
The end. Or is it?
Brought
Well,
to you
yes.
by the Socialist Workers of America Party.